friends, welcome back. My name is Addie of Well Loved Clothing, where we love everything vintage, thrift, secondhand, and self-expressive. So yes, I am wearing this same vest again in this video. I just love this vest. I've worn it so many times, but that's not the point of today's video. Today we are going to be making some spring outfits, which is so exciting because it has started to get just a little bit warm. I am in the south, so we've already had some 75-degree days, and the other day I was taking a walk with my son in the stroller and I was sweating. So I'm both excited and not super excited about spring because I do love the colder weather and layering and wearing blazers and jackets and turtlenecks, but I'm super excited for spring because of all the florals and color and fun. So I asked you guys both on Instagram and here on YouTube in the community tab, what are some spring scenarios that you would want me to style up? So today I'm taking, I think 10 or 11 of those scenarios, and we are going to style up some warmer weather outfits. Speaking of spring, I will be hosting a live sale over on Whatnot this coming Tuesday, full of vintage goodness and secondhand spring goodies. But if you're unfamiliar with Whatnot, they are a live auction selling app. So I think of it like eBay when you're bidding on pieces, but instead of like isolated, not in contact with the seller, you're getting to interact in real time with the person who is selling the pieces. So if you go onto my Whatnot, you'll actually be getting to kind of hang out with me for an hour or two and buy vintage pieces that I have curated, while also just sort of chit-chatting with me. I think it's so much fun and it really helps me to feel connected with you guys. So if you're interested in seeing what more Whatnot has to offer, like collectibles and more vintage clothing, contemporary clothing, all kinds of goodies, you can click my link below for $15 off your first order and sign up there, and then go to my profile and click the little bookmark for my sale this coming Tuesday at 8 p.m. where I will be selling spring goodness, secondhand and vintage, and just everything your little heart might desire for spring. Jumping back into the spring that we are focusing on today, let's start styling some of the spring scenarios that you guys gave me. That was a tongue tie. Let's do it. So this is outfit number one, and I feel like we're starting off in such a good place. This is something that I have been wearing pretty much forever, but I feel like it's a very good kind of mom uniform too. So the scenario for this one is a big kind of mishmash of taking kids to the park or chasing your toddler around, taking them to the farmer's market. It was really for my moms out there, or really anybody who runs around with kids all day. So this is what we came up with. I feel like it's a little more elevated than just like leggings and a t-shirt or like sweatpants kind of feel, but it has the same comfort level and ease of use, I guess. So I started off with an elastic waist short, but I did want a longer line short since like running around with a little kid is just kind of easier if you're not worried about flashing anybody, which I wear long line shorts all the time anyway. But then I love a little graphic tee. I think a graphic tee and a cool short is just on its own really great, especially for that running around chasing kids outfit, or even like day at the park, picnicking. This would be a really good option. But then my favorite part is sort of adding pieces that feel personal and more styled. So I tossed on this amazing patterned blazer. It's a really lightweight linen, but the pattern is what I think makes it so much fun. But then going the extra mile and tossing on a little hat, especially because most of the time if I'm wearing a hat, that means I haven't washed my hair in a couple days and we don't really want to style it. And so even though it's curled right now, this would be a great option to just throw on and still look really trendy, because I feel like this is still pretty trendy and in line with that kind of city feel, a little bit of like the country utility feel. This just feels like I could see it at street style, but also really comfy running around the park. I did do a little bit of a heeled boot. I don't have any of the like really short flat boots. I'm actually looking for some right now, so I'd probably trade that out, but these are still really comfy. You can also do this with sneakers. And I love that this is basically just a t-shirt and some comfy shorts, but throwing on the blazer, hat, boots, and the fabulous diaper bag, even though this is just a backpack, kind of make it interesting and just a little more fun than a simple outfit. So this is my idea for what I would do for running around the park, hanging out with my kiddo, any of that. So when in doubt, graphic tee, elastic short, and blazer. Okay, I am loving this outfit. This turned out so good, and I have never really thought to pair these pieces together. Well, I have done some white on white, but just the flowiness of this feels very bohemian and fun. So the scenario for this one is desert spring. I got some different requests that I'm kind of smushing together into one. So my favorite is Girls Weekend in the Desert. I immediately thought like, yeah, what would spring in the desert be like? I feel like in summer you want to be more like tank top shorts things, but I thought, what about those like cooler kind of days? What would I wear? So it's kind of a mix of Western. I also got what would you wear to a birthday weekend when you're a summer girl at heart, but in the spring. And then another one about a girls weekend in Palm Springs. And I just feel like those go into this fun little box of like, how can we make it a little Western, a little interesting? And so this is what I came up with, and I'm really loving it. It feels super trendy with the kind of tiered skirt and the vest, but then feels very me with just the layers and the kind of voluminous feel, but still a little fitted, and the hat. So I wanted to do more of those light, flowy, almost summer feeling layers, but I think with the long sleeve and the long skirt, it takes it a little more into spring because you're a little more covered than maybe you would be in summer. I love the pairing of the leather vest over the top of this. I just did a little hoop earring and then my big wide brim hat that has a little bit of a Western top, and then just tossed on a little boot because I think again the boot kind of takes it into a more springy place, whereas in summer I'd probably wear sandals. But then I just couldn't resist a little pop of color with my bag. So this is completely what I would wear for a girls weekend in the desert, for a birthday if I was a summer girl at heart, and maybe even just a touch of birthday weekend in Palm Springs. So I'm loving this. Love, love, love how this one came together. I feel like I haven't done like really stark contrast color mixing in a while. Color blocking, that's what it's called. But I really love this. I feel like this is a staple of my personal style, but I am mixing in a lot more neutrals than I usually do, but not in this look. So we started with this amazing orange trouser. Oh, let me tell you this scenario first because this was one of my favorite ones. So y'all ask me to do work outfits pretty often. So pretty much any time that I ask y'all what scenarios y'all want outfits for, I definitely get a few people who ask for work outfits. And so my work outfits I feel like are still going to be bold and crazy and maybe don't fit exactly with what your office may even allow, but I think that there are still some staples that make things feel really polished and professional. So I kind of go with button down, I think a blazer, I think like a really nice trouser, so maybe something more structured than this, but still this is just so much fun. But I had a scenario that was really specific and I feel like it really inspired the boldness of this outfit. So I'm gonna read it to you because it made me giggle when I got it. So the specific scenario is going back to work after being sick, full of winter is finally over energy. I'm back, baby dolls, with the dancing woman emoji. So I was trying to hone just all of that like, hello, yes, I have arrived energy with also being a little over the top because of the whole I'm back, baby dolls feels so just fun and happy and ready to just jump into spring dressing for work. So I started with some bright orange trousers because that felt so bold and so I'm here and ready to do what needs to be done. I like the flowy feel and they still feel kind of tailored with that beautiful waistband. And from there I wanted to add something that felt a little over the top because the energy of this is just so good and bold. So I wanted to do my purple blazer, but then I wanted to ramp it up even more, thinking like what would really catch the attention of everyone, honestly. So I layered my little white button down underneath here to add just a touch of professional, but then I have this amazing bathing suit top that I layer in different ways like this more often than I wear it as a bathing suit. But I loved that it added some more purple, added something really interesting under here, but wasn't like way too distracting since it stays with the same color as the jacket. From there, I don't have any like work appropriate-ish kind of shoes, which I don't really know what that means, but I feel like maybe something a little more sleek than what I have would work, depending on your office. But I went with my white go-go boots because I just think they're so cute with this and add even more of that funky touch and really feel like just stomping through the day is powerful. So then I did my orange bag, left my hair down. I might even do like a sleek little bun to just make this feel a little more sleek and chic. But yeah, this is my I'm back, baby dolls, no longer sick, full of spring energy work outfit, and I love it. This outfit feels very Americana, very I don't know, I feel like when I tell you what my brief was for this, it'll make a lot of sense. So the scenario for this one is an outdoor meal, specifically like backyard barbecue picnic feels, and it is just so obviously picnic that I couldn't not do it. It just felt so on the nose, which I might style up another one because I did pull a couple other things, and I like the challenge of not going directly for the first thing that I think of, but I do think that this is just too perfect, and I wanted to make it even more kind of Americana cutesy, so I did some little pigtails with it too. But I think there's something really great about just a simple statement dress, and this one is just so perfect. So I did make this one out of a bunch of tablecloths, so of course it feels picnic because it is just like picnic tablecloths, but it usually is like a waistless dress. But I liked tying this kind of in a corset detail and then leaving the little ribbon in the back. Just gave it a bit of a different feel. But then when I think of outdoor meals, I think of like I'm with a bunch of family, or we might like play some yard games or something. And so I like to just be a little more covered up here, just so that I'm covered and don't have to think about it. But I also like adding another layer, so I just added this little white tank top. But my favorite part about it is that it has this little blue detail around the neck and around the sleeves, so it kind of plays with more of the blues in the dress too. From there, I just tossed on a little easy clog. These are super comfy, but feel very cute, feel very picnicky to me. So this could be kind of summery, really 4th of July outfit too, especially with the pigtails. But I just think a simple dress is great for those outdoor events instead of doing like jean shorts, t-shirt, or even like tank top and jeans feel. I just think it's really fun to get a little dressed up even for a backyard barbecue, especially when you're wearing a tablecloth. So I'm gonna try on the other outfit too just to show you. So this is another picnicky look to me. I think the layers are great, especially for those like backyard barbecue picnics that are in the evening and kind of turn into a night thing where you need something that's just a little warmer over the top. So I love throwing a button down over really anything in the spring. I think that's why I have so many button downs in my closet, is because I just throw them over tank top dresses, over tank tops, over t-shirts, and it just feels like it's more styled. So I started with this amazing, really stretchy, super comfy kind of 90s pattern dress, and I think the dress stands on its own, so it is like a dress up here, but I like to break up all of this pattern, especially up near my face, and do a little bit of a neutral. But then from there I wanted to play with even more of that color, so just tossed on this really great textured green button down, and I think that the balance of the outfit is just really cute because it's a little flowy on the bottom, kind of flowy on the top. I think you could also button this up and maybe do it with sneakers and have this kind of oversized 90s dad thing, especially with this pattern on the dress. But I kept the same clogs on from the other outfit because they played really well with the colors in this. And I just think pattern dress, tank top, and a button down is a really great kind of outfit equation for any of those backyard barbecues or just hanging at home. They just look really cute without trying too hard, very effortless and chic, but just fun and great for picnics. So I love this. The next scenario that we're looking at is flower market, going to the nursery, the garden center to pick up some plants, maybe even like botanical garden day, something that's easy to like walk around a store or sort of a park too. I feel like all of these are bent towards being able to be outside a good bit because it's spring and it's beautiful and you want to be outside. So I started wanting to wear these camo pants. They are still a little bit too small for me, but I'm super excited that they fit enough where I can actually wear them. But I just love the utility elements of them. I love that they are like that sort of camo, like not very obvious camo, but just that really fun sort of graphic pattern. They're also a great almost like chino khaki weight, so I think they're really great for lightweight springtime, but I wanted to make them a little girly, a little more gardeny feeling, so I wanted to do a sort of lightweight top. I also think you could totally do like a big white button down, really crisp over the top of this, roll up the sleeves, do some chunky jewelry. I tried to do a white button down with a collar. I'll show you. This gorgeous shirt with this amazing collar on it. I did like this one more as a full outfit, but when I'm thinking of like going to the garden center, I want something that I'm not afraid to really get dirty. And even though this is another crisp white shirt, it's a little more forgiving than like big white collar button down. But I do think that you could do that same kind of look, maybe do some chunky jewelry with it. But this is sort of my interpretation, adding a touch of prairie and sort of letting these act just like a neutral pant. So I loved the shape of the pant with the fitted waist and the puffier kind of shirt. I do think the square neck also adds something a little more feminine to it. I would probably also do a little ponytail with it. I just didn't feel like going to get a little hair tie, but I think there's something sweet about that too, especially with this beautiful neckline. From there, I wanted to just add some sandals, make it feel really easy. So I have my big gold hoop on and then a little chunky Ugg sandal. Just super comfortable with this big platform on it, but still lends itself well to the outfit because it has that cream and green thing going on. Played again with a little bit of that monochrome feel and just did a big green bag. I'd probably take like one of my canvas totes too, or instead of this one, but I liked that the green played with the pants. So I think this is just a really great way to still kind of stand out and be styled, but be really comfortable and have that day walking around the garden center or the nursery. Okay, this is so much fun, and I almost had forgotten about this set, but then I found the skirt in my garage inventory closet that I have and was like, oh my gosh, this would be so perfect for this scenario. So the scenario for this one is going to a vintage festival, and I think there is nothing more fun than kind of playing with decades and playing up color and being really bold at a vintage festival. I feel like you're surrounded by people who just kind of understand how amazing vintage is and are probably styled to the nines also. So I think it's such a great opportunity to style an outfit in a really bold and crazy kind of way. This is a little bit like, I would probably wear this to the grocery store in my hometown now, but I do think it does have some really fun vintage touches that would really stand out at a vintage festival. So for this outfit, I really wanted to play with decades, especially since you're going to a vintage festival. People will really understand the era of the clothes you're going for. You can really play up any of the decades that you love. So I played with a little bit of 60s and 70s with this kind of color palette, but this set I think is actually 80s does like 40s, 50s, even though it feels a little bit like a 50s set with like the longer sleeve, the collar, the button up, and the skirt. So this is actually a set underneath here, but it's got this gorgeous plaid and these adorable buttons. So from there I wanted to play it up just a little bit. So I put on my little orange tank top that I thought played really well as a vest and felt very springy and fresh too, and kind of broke up the skirt top feel of this. Then tied up the little top in the front. I love to wear this top this way. You've probably seen me wear this top this way because it just feels like it modernizes the outfit and adds just a little bit of visual interest here while breaking up that pattern. I wanted to keep with the quirkiness of the outfit and a little bit of that decades feel, so I did my kind of go-go boot with the big wooden sole, and it feels like it plays a lot with that 60s feel and feels very over the top, which is so perfect for this outfit. To continue with the over the top thing too, I wanted to just toss on a little knit beret. I really love these and I don't wear them often enough, but I think it is a cute touch to just have a little hat. So then I tossed on my little vintage bag that played with some more of the colors and brought in the tan of the hat and the feel of the leather boots too. So I love the texture play. I love a vintage set. I love the idea of going to a vintage festival, and I feel like I'm gonna need to find one to go to now, so I can either wear this or something honestly way more obnoxious, because why not? In love. I still don't know what to say because this is making me feel so good and so beautiful. And I've been wanting to do this combo for a while, but I keep forgetting about it. But today we have the scenario of floral explosion. I had so many people who were just saying like, April showers bring May flowers. Someone said a daffodil blooming. There were multiple that were just talking about floral, add floral, do floral. And so I thought, let's make something that's very like a little avant-garde, but really fun and bold and floral. Because I think it's so easy to just do a simple like floral skirt or floral dress, but doing something like this just feels so incredible and so good. So I have this amazing little floral dress that I thrifted maybe a year and a half ago, like not too long ago, but then got pregnant, had my baby, so I haven't had really any chances to wear it, but it looks so good under this amazing sheer piece. I have worn this sheer piece so many times, you guys have seen it a bunch, but I just love styling it, and I can't believe how amazing it looks with this beautiful floral dress. There's a lot of the same colors in this dress that there are on this little sheer piece, and I just love the drama that it adds. But the dress underneath is on the shorter side, and so I love that this also makes it a little bit longer and makes it feel more me because it kind of makes it that midi length, but still has the sheer on the bottom, so you get a little bit of leg and a whole lot of these amazing purple velvet boots that just add a ton to this outfit too. And I did do this in my last spring scenarios video last year, but I just tied the waist tie in my hair like a ribbon, and I love that it adds just something special to it. It's just a thick piece of fabric. It feels so right now, and you can kind of see the bow from the front too, but it feels even more styled and adds a little bit of that like girly feminine touch to this. But then I just did a little white bag that's really structured because all of this flowy needed something a little structured. So all I can really say here is just smush together some pattern pieces, some sheer pieces, a bunch of really fun pieces, and you never know what you'll end up with, because this is just pure magic and feels like a floral explosion. I feel like a daffodil in bloom. I absolutely do. Next up is something super simple. I had a lot of requests for staying at home, days at home, spring cleaning, thinking like stay at home mom sort of outfits, but just easy throw on, but still looking nice. And my go-to for that scenario is a jumpsuit. Any jumpsuit makes me feel put together instantly. Dresses kind of do the same thing, but I feel like a jumpsuit is more utility. Like I can do more in a jumpsuit, even though I don't know if that's actually true. It's just how I feel. So I started with this amazing little mustard jumpsuit. It is just a tank top, but I loved that this started with a pop of color. It already felt like something fun to put on. Thought that it would be fun to do something over, especially being home. I feel like I go back and forth between hot and cold, especially if I'm spring cleaning, because if I'm cleaning, I'm gonna be like cleaning really intensely. I get really hot, want to take it off, get kind of cold, doing something else, so I put a layer back on. So I really like to just wear open button downs or like cardigans too. So I thought a denim button down kind of played up a little bit of a 90s feel. So from there I played a little bit with more of the 90s and just did a little easy sneaker with just a pop of sock. I feel like this is both kind of trendy with the socks showing, but also adds another opportunity for some color and pattern. So I really liked that that sort of brought it together. And this feels like if I needed to run to the grocery store or needed to run to get something real quick, I easily could and would feel really good. So this is a super simple look, and it doesn't feel like all that crazy, but it is just an equation that I use for when I'm staying at home. So just think jumpsuit, think dress, and overshirt, think cardigans, just easy but still more dressed than like jammies, which I also stay in a lot of my days too. Loving this outfit. This is so easy but cute and put together and bold, and I just love this color combo. Hot pink and this citrine color, so good. And I don't think I've really paired those together before, but I really love them together, and I'm loving them with this floral skirt. So this idea is, now that I'm looking at the other outfit for it, I'm noticing that they're kind of in the same vein. So this is Easter slash brunch, Easter after church kind of thing, but also like baby shower, bridal shower. This was actually my outfit for the baby slash bridal shower, but I do feel like it has a little bit of that churchy Easter feel to it too. So I have another outfit that I'll show you for the same kind of vein, but I just think of like you can be a little more fun, colorful. It's very springy, very light and flowy, but still like a little more covered for the church feel. Not super fancy, but not like super casual either. So I think this is a really good mix between the two, and it's also really comfy and really cute. So I started with this amazing floral skirt. It just has an elastic waist. I love the colors and the pattern in this skirt. Really, it has all of my favorite colors in it, and it's super lightweight and flowy, so I'm probably gonna grab at it a bunch because it's just fun to do. But from there, I wanted to play up some of those colors, and I have this amazing little hot pink sweater that buttons in the front, and I did that funky like button it the wrong way kind of thing to make it more cropped here. So I like that it hits right at the waist there, and has a little bit of a puffy sleeve, plays with some of the black outlines with the black buttons, and then wanted to layer something underneath here. And so I tossed on my little Free People top that I thrifted in that citrine color. And I love this combo, especially with the skirt where it has a lot of the citrine and pink in it. So from there I played with more of the colors, just did a little pink clog and my orange woven bag, and it just feels simple but put together and cute. I might layer on a couple more necklaces, but I did like just my one little chain here. But this is just a really great outfit for that baby shower, bridal shower, Easter brunch kind of event. So on to the next outfit that fits sort of the same brief. So this is the other bridal shower, baby shower, Easter kind of outfit. I didn't realize that I was even staying within the same color families, but I think it's just because these are the colors that I like. So I started with this amazing flowy watercolor dress, has these beautiful puffy sleeves and this high neck that kind of peeks out of this sweater vest. And I love the little ruffle on the end and how it cuts kind of high on the side too. And it actually has a little like waist tie, but I just tied it around my hair, and I love that it plays with that like trendy ribbon feel, but also just adds some more of the color. But for this one, I wanted to take it a little bit of a different route. I wanted to take it not super urban, but sort of leaning that way. But then I added this amazing little cropped sweater vest with this high neck, and I love the square shoulders. I think it kind of adds a masculine touch to this more feminine, beautiful, flowy dress. But my favorite addition, I think, are these purple shoes. So how dang cute. They're actually little rain boots from Merry People, and I just loved that they pulled out some of the purples in this dress and took it to a casual place. So this is another little option for baby shower, bridal shower, church, Easter, brunch kind of conglomerate stuff. I hope this silence was so loud because this is all that I ever need. I'm good. Bye. For real, this is just everything good about spring, about volume, about dresses, about clothes, about everything. I love this so much, and I feel so me and comfy, but voluminous and joyful. I'm just so happy, and that's all that really matters when it comes to fashion. So the brief for this one was actually started, now that I'm realizing the brief, it's hilarious that we ended up here. The brief was April wedding, or like wedding guest in April, but then I had a couple that were like semi-formal garden party or fancier spring party, and so I think I leaned more into the like fancier spring party because I don't know if this would be like super wedding appropriate. I guess so. It's not like you're wearing white or anything, but it is very, I don't know, I feel like if someone was wearing this, I would just stare at them the whole time, so do with that what you will. But I did actually wear this dress as a bridesmaid's dress for one of my best friend's weddings in June of last year, which I was like 20 weeks pregnant at that point, so I needed to be able to have bump in here and do its thing. But I've been wanting a dress like this for forever, so my mom made one for that wedding, and I absolutely love it and have been trying to find ways to wear it a million times over because it is just so gorgeous. But I think it's just so fun for spring, and really anytime someone tells me semi-formal, what I'll typically do is take a formal dress and either like put a turtleneck under it, put a tank top under it, put a collared shirt under it, because it kind of takes it back from that formal place, but still is a really great reason to wear those more formal dresses. I put on my little floral shirt under it, which let's just take a moment because this sheer puffy sleeve, it is a smocked crop top. From there, I wanted to do a little ponytail because it just felt like kind of Barbie cute springy outfit. So I did my high ponytail, cut my hoops in to keep it a little more on the casual side. But to make it even more fun, tossed on a platform shoe. I'm gonna get closer because y'all need to see these shoes. These amazing pink, very Barbie platform heels, and I just think that they add some volume on the bottom with this amazing voluminous skirt. So I think this look would be so perfect for a semi-formal garden party, maybe even something more casual if your friends like to dress up, or if not, just wear what you want to wear, because I honestly think I'm probably going to wear this to Easter church. So this is my vibe for Easter church. But just find a formal dress that you love that feels really springy, pair something underneath it, maybe even like a t-shirt would make it a little less formal too, and wear it to any party. Don't wait for an excuse to wear that dress because you could be wearing magnificent dresses all the time. So thank you so much for styling up all of these pieces with me. Don't forget to click my link below to join my Whatnot sale next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And if you click that link and sign up, you'll also get $15 shopping credit for Whatnot. So thank you for getting super springy with me and sharing all of your spring scenarios. So I will see you next week. You are well loved. Bye!